So we had seen how to create templates, how to use templates, update templates in LibreOffice Writer today, and we had started seeing that same thing in OpenOffice, Apache OpenOffice Writer, right? So the procedure in both is a bit different. Okay, the templates manager in LibreOffice has a simpler look and format, okay, as compared to that in OpenOffice, that is Apache OpenOffice. So OpenOffice has a bit complicated template manager where you need to import certain templates. Okay, so I'll be repeating that once again. First we start with creating a new template, right? So let's start with today's class without wasting any time. So here we are on the OpenOffice page, right? This is the OpenOffice parent window, and from here you can create all these different types of things. That is, you can create a text document, you can create a spreadsheet, presentation, and so on. So we'll first go to this option, that is templates. So when I go to templates, you can see that it opens a templates and documents window. Okay, a window named as templates and documents, where you have to make sure that you have selected the second button, that is templates, right? Now when you click, this will show all the templates which are there in your my templates folder, right? If you click on samples, you might be able to see some samples, but we don't have any samples so far here, so we will be clicking on templates. There are others, like in presentation we have some templates, right? Presentation backgrounds, mostly templates relate to Impress, that is an equivalent to PowerPoint. Okay, so presentation software, according to that we have various templates, but in my templates you won't find any. You need to download templates. So if you want more templates, you can download it from this link, that is get more templates, and I already showed you how we can download templates. We had downloaded this template, if you remember, meeting minutes, okay, 01 minutes, and it was created by this person working for Sun Microsystems, right? So we had downloaded this template, and some time ago I had also downloaded this graph paper template, right? So if you want to see it, I'll show it to you. I'm going to open it. So this is the graph paper template which you can see, right? So you can also create a very simple outlook, as you can see, and it also takes the name of the publisher of the document. That is, it is usually fixed by the software, so that I'll let you know later. Okay, so you can also, these are templates which are downloaded from internet, so you can also download these templates. So right now we will try creating a template. If you want to edit any template, you can simply click on that template and click on edit. So when I click on edit, you will find that it opens the template in this view, that is .ott, open document text template. Okay, so this is the template which is open. Now you can make changes into this template, right? And then later on you can create other documents from this template. Got it? So we can make changes into this, right? And like for changes work in the same way as they work in LibreOffice Writer. Few points are there, that is, in case of if you are adding any new text or any image you are adding or any clip art you are adding, in that case all the previous documents which you have created using the template, they will have no change, because they were created before this template was updated. But now that you have already updated the template, if you create any other document using that template, that those documents will have all the changes. But if you are making changes to any of the styles being used in the template, like paragraph styles or you change the character style, right? So those changes you can get it in the already created documents which were created before template updation. Why? How will it happen? Once you update the template, what will happen? You save it and then you open the document which was created before updating the template. It will give you a message box where you have to select update styles. When you click that and open the document, in the styles panel you will see that the updated styles are being displayed. So you will have to apply those updated styles on the text. That is what you need to do. Got it? But automatic updation of previously created documents is not possible if the template is updated, right? So this was a template which was created, right? That is .ott, and in the so I'm going to close this because this is the view where you have opened the template for modification. So once you make any modifications, you go to file, you go to save as, and from here you have to check save as type is template type, okay, and you can just click on save, or you can simply press Ctrl S. That is already, because I did not make any changes. Let me make some changes here, like I'm going to insert a date placeholder. So I'll go to insert fields, other. From here I'm going to select date. I'm just going to type date, right? Click on close and you can see date placeholder is added over here. Now I'm going to just press enter to get some other paragraphs. Select this line and I want a border. I want a bottom border over here. So how to get a bottom border? For that I'll go to format, I'll go to paragraph, and here I will be selecting what? Borders option, and I get this user defined border preview. So here I will be just clicking on the bottom border here, right? Right now I am getting dotted lines, so I will select this line, okay, and click on OK. So I get a line below this, right? And let me check the styles first. So I'm going to go to styles and formatting. Right now there is a default style which is given to it. So I'm just going to create a new style. I will select this whole thing. First, it is Times New Roman, but in our school we use Book Antica. So I'm going to select Book Antica and 12 points only. And for that I'll have to make changes, modifications over here. Right, so I did this. I'm also going to apply bold style to it. Yes, now I got it. So now it is okay, and my style also has changed. So now what I'm going to do is, because it is the default style, I'm going to create a new style. Character styles over here and try to create a new character styles. So for that, once again, I'm going to select this whole thing. I'm going to select only the first. I'm going to create a new style. So this new style, let this be again heading new. So I've just given a new style name, that is heading new, right? So this heading new is added over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select one character over here. Okay, this one character D, and give it the required font. So I've given the required font, and now I'm going to click on heading new. Let's find out where is heading new. Yes, it's over here, and I'm going to update this heading new. Okay. Let's see whether it applies on the others or not. So I'm going to select the other texts and apply heading new. Okay, there has been some issue. We'll solve it, students. Please wait. So I'm selecting this. It's still at default. So I'm going to just drag it and drop it on heading new. Yes. So now you can see that I had applied heading new beforehand on this entire text. What I did was heading new was not taking up the new style. So what I did was I just selected the first text. I'll repeat that once again, right? Right now you can see that if I select D, it is selecting what? Default, right? I selected the rest of the text and I double clicked on heading new because I have already changed it now, so it changed, right? So let me demonstrate this using some other color. So I'm going to change the color for this. So I'm just going to select D, right? It is showing default over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change its color. Let me change its color to some bright color, and this thing I'm going to drop on heading new. Okay, now you can see that because rest of the text they were already set as heading new, so automatically the style got changed. You'll have to do some hit and trial with style, students. Okay, so now I'm just going to format it this way, get the bottom border. So here I got the bottom border, right? And I'm going to now simply save it, go to file and click on save. So it is now saved. So exam.ott, I made changes in this template. Got it? Now I'm going to go to file and click on close. Now what I want to do is I want to create new documents using this template. So what to do? I will click on templates. And here already exam is there, modified on, you can see the date over here, 21st June 2021, 9:06 a.m. right? That is right now. It is showing the latest date and time, latest timestamp when it was modified. So if I click on, okay, a question for everyone, what will happen if I click on edit and what will happen if I click on open? Quickly give me the answer. Right now I have selected this template exam. If I click on edit, what will happen? And if I click on open, what will happen? What is the difference between the two? If you click on edit, it opens the template. Template, as I said, it is a blueprint for the document which you are going to create. Why blueprint? Because every time I don't want to type that date, exam name, class, time. I don't want to type all that again and again. So I want it that it should be saved somewhere. It's like a stencil. Okay. You don't want to create a rangoli yourself. You purchase a stencil from the market and you just sprinkle some colored dust on it and it easily takes up that pattern. So it's like a stencil where everything is already made. It's like a mold. You just have to put things into the mold. Right? ये ऐसा होता है, ढांचा जैसा होता है. Got it? So if you click on edit, it will only open the template for editing. You can edit the template, you can change its style, you can add new images, you can add new text into it. Like we made changes, we did some changes with the style as you already saw. If I click on edit, you will be able to see, you have to judge it by this. Go to the title bar and at the top check its extension. What is its extension? Exam.ott. Got it? So this is the template. Right now, if you make any changes here, like I want to also add something, general instructions. ये भी मुझे add करना है. So I added this new text, general instructions, and now when I press Ctrl S for save, it is saving this general instruction. That is, next time when I create any document from this template, it will have all these heads. Date, time, subject, सारी चीजें रहेंगी. And it will also have these placeholders. I just need to click on the placeholders and start typing. Got it? I don't have the the flexibility with placeholders is that you don't have to individually delete one character. Like here, you don't have to individually delete the date. Just click on it, start typing. So the work becomes a lot easier. Got it? But if you want to create a new document from a template, then you have to go to templates right? It will open the templates and documents dialog box over here. Select your template, and if you click on open, then it opens a new document. As you can see over here, check the title bar, untitled one. Means अब इससे हम नया document बना सकते हैं. We can create n number of documents using that template. What is the difference between editing a template and opening a template? Right? Editing means you are opening the template for making some additions into it, some corrections into it. But opening a template means, open means creating a new document using that blueprint. Now, see, I'll just show you, I'll just give you one analogy with that. Someone designs a car. So that design is, he made the design, he designed it on AutoCAD, right? So it is already there, he saved it as a file. Now that is a blueprint. That what are the specifications of the car, how many seats would be there, how many wheels would be there, how many facility, what are the various facilities there. So somebody designed the blueprint, and now the company starts manufacturing cars. Got it? Passengers are not going to travel in the blueprint. They are going to travel in the actual physical cars which are being manufactured. Got it? So template is the blueprint, and these documents are the actual manufactured cars. Once manufactured, it is kept in the showroom for people to purchase it and start using it. There is a difference. Okay, when I say blueprint, blueprint means it will contain the design, the specifications, right, features. So blueprint means it is something which exists on paper. आपने एक ढांचा बनाया, right? You created some specifications. Now, using that specification, I can actually start creating multiple documents with this, which will look similar, which will resemble the blueprint, but each of them will have different content, right? For example, we made the exam template. Right? Now, using this exam template, I can create n number of question papers. I can make an English question paper also. I can make a math question paper. I can make a Hindi question paper, not Hindi. I can make a science question paper, a social question paper, and n number of other question papers I can make using this exam template. Why? Because this exam template contains all the necessary things. It contains date, exam name, class, time, subject, maximum marks. What will change every time? Date will change, exam name might change, class might change, time, subject, marks, these things will change. But the format will be the same. It will be a question paper at the end of the day, whether it's an English question paper, Hindi, maths, or science question paper, right? So here what is happening is, if I use the edit button, why is the edit button used? To make changes in the exam, or let me say, make changes in the template. That is, if you want to add any graphic to it, you want to delete any text which is appearing, you want to change any text, you want to add some text, you want to add a table, add a border. तो आपको जो जो changes करनी है, like for example, now the principal says that apart from this general instructions and other things, I also want the name of the school at the top to appear on all the question papers. So now what to do for that? The person who has created the template will open it in the edit mode. Because once make change in the edit mode, in the template master copy, rest everywhere the changes can be there. That is, in all the other question papers which will be created in the future, that change will be reflected. So edit is used for making changes in the template. only, right? And open is used to create different instances of the template, right? Using specifications, giving the use or instead of this, let me reframe my sentence. You won't be able to understand it through this one. Wait. Open is used to create multiple documents with different content using one template. Got it? So with open, I can create n number of documents using the same template. I go to templates, I go to exam, and now I click on open. This is one document. Suppose I just make some changes here. I type the date as 12th July. Exam name, first unit test. Right? I'll have to make some changes here because according to the name of the exam, data will also change. Class, I can simply write here class 10th. Got it? So I did this, time 1 hour, and subject maybe English, and marks 25. Got it? So this was one question paper created. The English teacher created the English question paper using this template and saved it using Control S, where because it is untitled, so she needs to save it as a question paper. So she will press Control S. So I have pressed Control S. Just a second. Okay. So I'm going to save, and I can save it where in documents as English first unit test. QP question paper, and you can check its save as type over here odf.odt. The extension has changed. For a template, the extension is what? .ott, whereas for a document, normal document, open document format text document, that is .odt. That is a simple writer document. Okay, and click on save. Just a second, what happened? It's hanging, students. Wait a second. Just the system is hanging, so I have to be a little some issue with my system. It's not taking any command, so I'll have to check if there is any. Okay, I'll have to close this then. Let me see if it works now. Okay, some issue with my Open Office Writer. I'm going to open another document now. Maybe by that time I'll be able to save. Now that this document is already open, you cannot see that parent window. So how to open another question paper? So for that I will go to the file menu once again. From the file menu I'll go to new, and from here I'll go to templates and documents. It will again open this dialog box. I'll again click on exam, click on open, and this will open a new document. Oh, something happened. My Open Office got closed automatically. Wait a second. Yes. Start recovery. So it also comes with a built-in recovery routine also, like my document which was I wasn't able to save, I was still able to recover it. Let me try to save this now. So I'll go to file, because save is disabled. I'll go to save as, and I'll try to save it over here as English Unit 1 question paper, right? So I have saved it, and it will take some time to save, and now you can see that it is saved with this English Unit 1 QP, right? Now I'm going to open another document using the same template. So for that, again I'll go to file menu, new, templates and documents, click on exam, click on open. Now you can see it is again untitled one, because the previous one I had already given it a name. So it is now untitled 1. Now here I can make some changes, like suppose this exam is on 13th July 2021. Exam name I'm writing again as first unit test, because you're going to have your first unit tests right now. Class, I'm going to take it as, say, 10th class only. Time 1 hour, and subject, maybe now the subject will be mathematics, and maximum marks 25. So now the maths teacher is going to use the same template to create the maths question paper. Got it? So again I go to file, go to save. See, English question paper is already there. Now this person is going to create a maths question paper, and click on save. And you can see math unit 1 QP appears over here. Let's go to documents and check. So I'm going to documents, and here you can see these two documents are created. Okay, so two different question papers created using the same template. Now if I open the template, go to file, go to templates, organize. So from here I'll go to organize. You can just see it over here, or if you go to file, new, templates and documents, you can see exam. If I click on edit, now what is the name of the document here? Exam.ott. That is, this is the template, the master copy based on which the other documents are going to change. Understood? So this is the template, and here what we created using that template, documents, two separate documents. Understood that? So using this single template, n number of documents can be created. Now next what we are going to see is how updations take place. Now as I already told you that if I want to add anything else into the template, if I add something here, for example, I'm adding an image, or the principal wants that the school name should be added at the top. So suppose I'm adding the school name, St. Montfort School, Bhopal. So I've added this, and he wants it to be center aligned. He wants it to have some other color, maybe blue color, and also its format has to be increased. Font has to be increased. So this is there. हमने सब कुछ कर लिया, font भी बढ़ा दिया, got it? So it's appearing in the center. So this is how the principal wants, and also a blank line after that. So this is how the principal wants it. So I'll be able to save it. It is opened as .odt. So simply if I click on the save button, the changes are saved. But if I open the previously created documents, like from here, now I'm going to open, and I'm going to select this. Check it out here. From open also, from this parent window also, I can simply click on this drop down arrow, and here I'll be able to see all the recently accessed documents. So I'm opening English Unit 1 QP. Do you find that change here? Yes.
Ma'am, there was a network issue, so I rejoined the meeting.
Okay, dear. Now see, I opened English question paper. Does the change appear here? वो change आया क्या? Montfort School, which was at the top. No, it wasn't. Why? Because this document was created before the template was updated, before the template was modified. right? But now if I create other documents in the template, I'm going to file, new, templates and documents, exam, and now if I open it, so now for all the forthcoming question papers, I will be getting this change. Understood? Now see, now you want to now see the principal said that no, I want it on all the question papers, whether they were created before the template was created or after the template was created. Okay, बड़ा खड़ूस principle है कोई, है ना? So it's not about our principle which we are talking. It's just a hypothetical example I am giving over here, right? Don't take it in that way. Otherwise, you will get my head chopped off. Okay, so let's try making changes over here. So I'll be going back to file. I'll click on close and I'll go to templates again. I'll go to exam, click on edit. Now I'll be working on the style. So I'll try to create a new style using this. So let me open styles. Right now its style is what? QP heading. Okay, so I don't want QP heading. I want a new style altogether. So for that, let me first select this and let me go to new style from selection and school head. So I just wrote school head over here, click on OK and school head appears, right? Now this is the paragraph style, that is alignment, paragraph spacing, indentation it will take. But for this exact font and format, I'll go to character style. Okay, and here also I'll try to create a new style from selection. So I'll select the text, then I'll go to new style from selection and school heading. So I've just given a new heading, that is school heading. Click on OK and school heading is created. Got it? Now I'll save the changes here. Go to file, click on close, go to templates again, exam, click on open. Okay, this opened a new document. I don't want the new document, the existing one. So I'll go to open English UT1. Now for this, I'll first go to styles and formatting. Let me open math. Yes. So now look here carefully. I'm getting this document. I'm going to open this document math. So I'll go to open, click on math, and you can see, can you read this message? The template exam on which this document is based has been modified. Do you want to update style based formattings according to the modified template? So you get two buttons here, update styles, keep old styles. If you click on keep old styles, then the new styles which you created in the template, they won't appear in the styles panel in this document. But if you click on update styles, so here you won't find any changes. But if you go to styles here you will find all the new styles. Like in the paragraph styles, I had created a new style, school head. In the character styles, I had created a new school heading style, if you have checked it. Okay, so that you will get. All you have to do is to add the text here. Text आपको खुद से add करना पड़ेगा, and then you select this text, double click on school heading. So this formatting is applied. This is the character formatting only, that is font, font color, font style, font size. Okay, bold, italic, underline. Go to paragraph styles and select school head. Alignment is also applied because alignment is a part of your paragraph style. Got it? So now those styles will appear over here. You have to insert the text manually, and you have to apply the styles on that. So that's all you can do once the styles are updated in the template. Got it? So this is how you update documents based on certain templates. So we learned how to download templates, how to create templates, how to update templates, and how to update the documents based on the templates. So was this clear to everybody? This was what you learned in Apache OpenOffice Writer. Okay. Now we go to the last, that is MS Word. So we will be learning all these things over here. Just check it. What is document template? Inserting a template, save and reuse templates, inserting a text into a template. Now in Word, things become a lot more easier for you. Got it? So what is a document template? It's a template is used as a basis for creating documents which contains predefined formatting styles, graphics, tables, objects, other information. Word 2010 has various predefined templates that can be used to create different types of documents like letters, facts, brochures, awards, business cards, calendars, etc. So many things you can create using your Word templates. Let us try creating that. So I'm going to now close this, click on save. I have closed OpenOffice and now I'm going to start and I'm going to Word. Now see, Word, everything becomes so easy. You can see that the moment you open Word, now this is what Word 2016. Okay, in 2010 also you will find that if your system is connected to the internet, then you will find all templates over here. See, so many different templates are there, and not only that, you can also categorize them like search for, and if you are looking for any business card or business related template, you can click on business. You're looking for any template based on education, you can click on this education. So I'm clicking on education and it searches for templates. See, education brochure, student report with photo, college newsletter, photo resume. So I'm just going to click on any one of these and we'll see how it looks like. So I'm going to click on this photo resume and you can see complete information. That is, it is provided by Microsoft Corporation. Include a picture on your resume with this resume photo template. See, many resumes are things, resumes are professional documents which we require in order to apply for any dream job of ours. Okay, if you want a job, your preferred job in your preferred company, you have to pay close attention to creating a nice professional looking resume. And resumes, if you sit creating a resume, you will keep pondering what all things do I need, how do I design this resume. So instead of that, there are thousands of resume templates which are available. You can just use those templates, just replace the name. Like here the name is Angelica Astrom. So you can just change your name and just write your name over there. And here it is given UI UX designer. Instead of that, whatever you do, suppose you are a content writer, you can simply write content writer here. You can change your objectives, you can write your experience, job title, other things, you can change your skills, name of school, so many things, contact information, you can change all that. So I'm going to click on create button for this. So what it does is it first downloads your template, because this template is not there on the system, so it will be downloaded. And now you can see this whole thing is here. You can replace the photo आप अपनी लगा दो यहाँ पे. Got it? Angelica Astrom. So I just clicked on it and you can see that the whole text is selected. So I'm just going to start typing my name here. Right, so I've just changed my name, but for that I need to also change my photo, because you can see that my name is so large, it's taking up a lot of space. Okay, I just give Gargi C over there and I can change my designation. So I just made changes over here and I can change my contact information. This is my email address. So this is my email address and I can make changes in my phone number also. Okay, so this is, and if I have any website, I can type the name of the city I can change. Okay, I can change my education, when, from which school. Normally in the West, they don't say college, they use the term school only. Okay, so from which school did you take your degree? So I can just specify those names over here, and I can change my skills, marketing, social media management. I can change the skills according to my requirement, right? So this is how you download a template and you use it for your own purpose. So you can see it is document 1. Got it? So I'm going to close this. I don't want to save this, right? Now, what we need to do is, if I want to create a template, so I'll go to new, and by default, this blank document template is always there. Blank document template you will find in all the word processing softwares. Okay, so new document template is there. So now I'm going to open the template which was already downloaded. Let me see. Okay, let it be. So I want to create a new template now. So what to do? I'll click on this blank document only, because I'll create the template using this blank document. What template should I create? Let's create a biodata template. Okay. So first I will just move forward with typing biodata, right? What all things do we need for name, father's name, mother's name, because biodata is like your complete information. Okay, complete information is recorded in biodata. Temporary address, permanent address, contact info. Contact info, that is your phone number, whether you have a landline phone or you have a facsimile number or you have a mobile phone. Okay, then we have nationality, religion, areas of interest. So many things I have just typed over here. You can also add more to it. Just to save time, I am just showing you this. So what I want is that biodata should be center aligned, right? And it should be somewhat, it should have a larger font size, okay? And I want a nice, attractive font applied to that, so I'm adding this. So this font looks quite good, and I want it to be, and I also want that there should be a line below this. So I'll press enter, go backspace, and 1 second, I'll click on this. So you can see what did I click on was I went to paragraph and applied what bottom border. Okay, so this bottom border appears right below biodata. Got it? I don't like this format, so I'm going to just select all the text in this format, and I want to create a new style. So from here, I'll be going, I don't like any of these styles, so I'll be going to create a style. Got it? So let me go to create a style, and I'll just name it as just gave a name to it. That name is my kind of style. Okay, and let me go to modify now. Now from here I can make all the changes which I want. Name is my kind of style. Okay, style type should be linked. So what style type do I want? Either I want a paragraph style only, or a character style only, or a linked. That is, it will be taken up, all the linked means both paragraph and character styles will be included. Whenever I select a text and apply the style on it, both will be applied. So this is a feature which is not present in OpenOffice or LibreOffice Writer, but it is present in Word. So I'll click on this style based on no style, style for following paragraph. Now what style will I apply here? I'm selecting some text, like I want this Segoe marker. Okay, and let me give the font as minimum 12 points. for this, right? And font color, suppose I want a different font color here. So suppose I want this dark blue font color, I have added there, right? And I'll be giving it some spacing between the lines. You can see line spacing over here. So this is single line spacing, little more, little more. So I'm just going to give, you can check out the preview over here. If you want more line spacing, you can even give more spacing. But I don't want that. I want minimum. You can see all the styles which I am applying. I applied Segoe marker as the font. Okay, 12 point as the font size. Font color is dark blue. Complex script font is Courier New. Left lines, left indentation, left alignment, line spacing 1.5 lines. Okay, spacing after 10 points, that is after paragraph, space given would be 10 point. Okay, so all these are there. Add to the styles gallery, automatically update. So I'm just clicking on automatically update, and only you want it only in this document or new documents based on this template. So I'm selecting this one. All documents created using this template will have this style. Okay, click on OK. So now you can see that all that style specification which I gave, that was applied. Now what I want is, I want the placeholder text. Just like in case of writer, I want placeholder. That is, I want that the user, the moment the user starts, just clicks on the placeholder text, he can start typing. So for that, I will go to references. I want to insert a placeholder for name. So I've just placed my cursor here. Now I'll go to insert tab. Make a note, insert tab. From here you will find this option, quick parts. Insert tab, text, group, quick parts. Within that you will find this option field. Okay, so we'll click on field, and so right now we go to insert menu, text group, quick parts, field. I'll give you all the steps, okay, don't worry about it. So here you have to, in categories, you have to go to links and references, and you will get this auto text, right? Blank. Click on OK, and it gets inserted here, but the style changes. So we can apply the style later on. Okay. Father's name also the same thing. So just give a space. Now see, if I am selecting this type here, it is already appearing. Okay, when I am selecting this type here, it's already selecting the entire text. Once again, insert, quick parts, field, links and references from categories. Okay, this is links and references, auto text, and blank, right? So when I click on blank and press OK, type here appears. Now we go to father's name, and we are going to type, insert a placeholder there also. So can anybody repeat the steps? If I have to insert a placeholder, we need to go to which menu first of all? Tell me quickly.
Insert.
Insert menu, yes. Then which
Quick
group?
panel.
Quick parts. Text group, quick parts. Yes. Then
Field.
field. Now suppose categories is this. This is what is being displayed here. So what are we going to select? First we'll go to categories, click on this drop down arrow, select which option, links and references. Field names, first auto text and blank. Click on OK, type here appears. Now it is changing the, you can see when I'm deleting the extra lines, already this text is also getting changed. So I'm just going to select these two, go to home and find out the kind of style which I had applied. This was my kind of style, which is now, because it was the last applied style, so it is now appearing right in the beginning. So I've just selected that. Okay. And now I have made changes into it. If you want, you can also insert some space for your photograph. So now let me save this. Right now it is displaying what? Document 2, but I have to save it as a template. So what will I do? I'll go to, watch very carefully, File, Save As, Browse, and I'm going to save it within Custom Office Templates, this folder. This folder is automatically created in your documents folder. Okay. And I'm going to just give a name here, biodata. And instead of save as type Word document, I'm going to select what? Word template. Look very carefully. I'm selecting this option. You have to save it as a template. Okay. Save thumbnails. I'm just going to just check this box also, so that it creates a thumbnail also. Click on save. So now it is saved as biodata template. Okay, this is the blueprint. I'm going to close it now, and I want to create new documents using this template. So I'll go to File, New, and I need to find the biodata template. So let me find it. I'll have to look for it. Okay, so I'll go to personal over here. Just look over here. When we go to new, it gives two categories, featured and personal. Featured means blank document and all other blank document followed by any downloaded template. Okay, and apart from that, all the previews you can see of the various templates which you can download. But if you want to work on your personal templates, then click on this personal. Now already I had created a few basic home remedies, office, and you can see biodata, which I have just created. Click on this and it opens a new document, and you can see what is the name here, document 3. Okay, now, and I'm just going to save it. Again, it is showing document 5. So I'll go to File, Save As, Browse, and Custom Office Templates. And here, from here, I need to first change the Save As type, because right now Word document is selected. So it is supposed to show only Word documents, not the template. So I have to go to Save As type, select Word template. Now it will show the template. Just going to type here bio-data. Let it save it as another one, and I'm going to close this document right now. Now again I'm going to File, Browse, or I'll go to New. Okay, go to Personal, and here it is, the new biodata. So I'll just click on this and it opens. Now just click on this and type your name. The thing is, there was some glitch. Because of this, my placeholder is gone. Not to worry. What you people are going to do is, you will be doing it in that way only. That was because I pressed some combination of keys, because of which this glitch appeared, right? Otherwise, if you simply do it without that, you will be able to select the entire text and start typing. So now I can just select the text and go on typing any type of text over here. Got it? And I can save it. So I'll press Ctrl S, browse. Now I will not save it within templates folder. Why? Because now this is a document based on the template. So I can save it anywhere. Like for example, I'm going to save it within Microsoft Teams, class 10th folder, docs folder, and here I'm going to write my name. That is, it is my biodata, right? And save as type is Word document, not Word template. Okay. Click on save. So now if I go to that location, now you can see I get this Now this is my document. Now I'm going to close this. I will open another one using that. So again, I'll go to new file, new biodata appears. I can save this using some other name now. So like, I'll go to this folder again and I'm going to give some other name. Biodata. So now it is the biodata of Anita. So I can make changes here. Just made the change. So now I have two different documents based on that. You can see one is Anita's biodata, one is my biodata, right? So this is how you create templates and use templates in Word. Is this clear to everybody? This much is clear. Any doubts you can ask me. Any doubts regarding templates so far, please ask me, then we'll be proceeding on to the next one. So I guess it's clear to everyone. Yes, yes, Apurva.
In Microsoft Office, we can get templates from online or not.
Yes, that's what I showed you in the beginning. You go to file, you go to new. These all are online available templates. And you can also search for a template here.
7 or 10.
7 or 10. There also you will get. You have an option there also.
Okay.
Okay. So in 10, you will get a panel. You will get the file menu and you will open it. Go to new. And beside that, you will get a search box. Just type the required template name and you'll get it. But you know what is happening these days? As days go on, Microsoft or any company stops its support for the older softwares, and it mainly keeps on updating resources for the latest versions of the software. So it is always a good idea to work on new versions, latest versions, because for latest versions you will keep on getting the updates from the site. Understood? Because in Word 2013 and 2016, it is very easy. If you want to use a latest version, you can do that with your Microsoft email IDs itself. Okay, you can simply go to the office.com site, just sign in with your Microsoft email and password. And there you can easily create a document. Like I'll just show it to you over here. I'm going to open the browser. This is a new information. Those who don't have the latest version of Office on their systems, you can do this. So we are going online and here I'm going to type office.com. You can see here I have typed here office.com, right? Press enter. So you will be taken to the portal of Microsoft Office Home. Right now I have logged in using Montfort School Bhopal ID, which is the admin ID, because of which I am able to provide you all the passwords, right? So what I'm going to do is now, if I sign out right now, I'll show you. I'll sign out from here. I'm going to sign out, and when you go to that password, okay, we have trouble signing you out. Doesn't matter. I'm going to again press. When you log in for the first time, just a second. So I'm getting signed out from that. And when you log in for the first time, you will get this home page. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to sign in. Either you click on this sign in or you click on this sign in. So I'm showing it to you. So I'm going to sign in. And right now, currently, so many different, email IDs you can see here, right? I had helped Anu ma'am with this, so I'll just forget this because I don't need that, right? For the first time, you will get add an account. You will not get pick an account. You will simply get the sign in option, right? And because I had already signed in, I'm going to forget this one also. So I'll just have to remember my password. 1 second. Okay, can you give me 1 moment, students? I'll just stop the screen share because I don't want to show you confidential information. Devyansh, switch off the camera, please. Camera is on. Okay, just give me a moment, okay? Okay, 1 second. Okay, students, the thing is, I forgot my password. So, and because of security reasons also, I'm not going to show it using my password. So, I want anybody of you to share your ID and password with me personally on my WhatsApp so that I can demonstrate it over here. Can anybody do that?
Ma'am, can I?
Sure. Could you just share it on my WhatsApp so that I can take it from there and I can demonstrate it. Don't worry about it. If you want, I will reset your password once again. Okay, so don't have to worry about it. Just share your password on my WhatsApp.
Ma'am, again same happened. The call dropped.
Some issue with your network, it seems. Okay.
Ma'am, I
Just
had restarted my phone. Then also same is happening.
what do I say? This could be a problem with the network. Which GSM network are you using?
Ma'am, Airtel.
Airtel. It should not give that much of problem. Anyways, we'll see. Okay. Okay, dear, share your password also. Don't worry, I'll keep it confidential. Okay, thank you. Now I'm just going to share the screen. Yash Khade, turn off your camera. Okay, so now everybody is able to see the screen, right? So I'm going to go to use another account here and I'm going to delete this.
Ma'am, I am not able to see your screen.
My screen is not visible.
No, ma'am,
No,
your
ma'am.
screen.
And I think you have not shared the screen. You forgot to share it.
No, I know I shared it. Maybe because of some network issue, it was not getting shared. Now see,
Ma'am, now
is it
it's
visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you, Ananya. Don't worry. If need be, I will change your password. Okay, I'll reset it. So this is Ananya's Microsoft email, as you can see here, everybody, right? Now I'm going to next. Okay, we couldn't find an account with that username or get a new Microsoft account. Fine. So it's giving me this problem. Maybe you are not supposed to use it with that. Fine. So what do I do? Okay, we need to do a lot of hit and trial with that. Right. Let's create a dummy account here. Okay, so I'm creating a dummy account here. Okay. So I'm going. So I'll be using this password only. And go to next. Verify email. Okay, junk folder. Right. Just wait, students. Okay. Okay, there's some problem with my password also because I already told I forgot my password, and actually it is not accepting student accounts. There is some issue with that. Okay, so I'll look into it and I'll tell you. What you can do is you can also create any other email, like I'm going to follow that now. So let me again now just go to office.com and let's try creating a new account. Okay, so we'll go to switch to a different account. Or we'll go to sign in only and use other account. No account, create one. So I'm going to create a dummy account over here, and let me just give my name here. Or let me create an account using Ananya Tiwari's account only. Get a new email address, create a new account. Suppose I just gave this name. Use email ID in this format. Okay. Microsoft.com. Suppose I gave this name, and I'm going to save this also. Okay, reserved domain. Ananya, do you have any other email ID? A Gmail ID you might be having?
Ma'am, that are all linked to the
Achha.
accounts.
Okay. Never mind. Let me create mine only. So I'm creating one for myself. Okay. @ what you want, hotmail.com, Outlook. So I'm just keeping it at outlook.com. It's not creating the account on microsoft.com, but it is creating it on outlook.com only because microsoft.com is a reserved domain. Okay. So I've used this. So it will be creating an account on this system on Microsoft's portal using this email, Gargi CHATT@outlook.com. We go to next, create a password. So I'm just creating a simple password here. Word 2016. I've simply created a password. You can see it here. It's a dummy password, Word 2016, and click on next. Okay, please solve the puzzle so that we know you are not. Tap on the arrows to rotate the image. Okay, done. Okay, so it is to check whether I'm using a bot for creating an account or not. It's giving me go premium, so I'm not going premium. I'll go with this current account only. Click on next slide and complete. and got it. So this is how my new account is created. You can even check, this is my Microsoft account which I have created. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that, and this is my email, and my password which I set was Word 2016. You all can use this and check it on your systems, right? And here you can see in the left side panel, Word. So I'm clicking on this Word. Now you can see, are you getting the look and feel of Word on the system here? There are so many templates. If you want, you can download, search for a particular template which you want, or just click on the plus sign to create a blank document. So blank document I have clicked on, and it's going to open. Now see, it has opened document 1.docx. You can check the name over here. Okay, so this is the new document which is created, and everything is there. File, okay, then home tab, insert menu, layout, references, review, everything is there. You can start working on this as if you are working on your system. Is this clear to everybody, students? So those who don't have the latest version, you can even use, you can create an account on Microsoft, a free account using Microsoft. You will get 5 GB of cloud storage, that is sufficient for you all, and you can use all the products of Microsoft. You can use not only Word, you can use Excel, PowerPoint. Okay, only thing you cannot use MS Access, but rest all you can use there. Is this clear to all? So you all can, maybe your if your my current Microsoft email ID doesn't work, you can always create a new account on Microsoft's platform as I just showed it to you, and you can use it. And not only there, with that same email and password, you can also use it on the Office app on your mobile phone. Okay, you can also download the Office app, go to Play Store, search for Office app. You will get the Office app, and its icon will be like this. This will be the icon of it. Okay, so you'll get that Office app, and with that Office app, you just have to sign in once using your Microsoft email and password, and once you are done, you will be able to use Word, Excel and PowerPoint on your phone. Right, so with this, today we conclude the class.